So many summer 2025 sets were revealed for LEGO, and there's so little time. I gotta cover like 50 in this video because there's so much I want to talk about. Let me first highlight some favorite sets and minifigs that were revealed of this batch, and then we'll take a look at each theme. So the Toy Story set. I'm a die-hard Toy Story fan. This is a set seemingly celebrating Toy Story's 30th anniversary. It's crazy it's that old. It is the first time we're getting classic Bo Peep, who has an entirely new hair-hat combo. That looks excellent. I love that piece, and I overall love the design of Bo Peep here. The sheep leave a lot to be desired. I mean, I can't believe they just put that on one of those round pieces. But yeah, I would buy this alone for Bo Peep, but that's not the only exclusive figure with the design of Buzz Lightyear. Yes, this uses some lighter Lightyear pieces where we have that lighter purple coloring like the Lightyear Lego figure. Interesting choice. I think I still like the dark purple more from previous versions, but we've gotten so many of that, I don't mind a change up like this. Also notice how that visor piece or body armor piece is the one that was used for the Lightyear sets as opposed to the one used for the original Buzz Lightyears. That means those buttons are printed and not actual detailing that you could feel. I find that interesting. What stinks though is LEGO is giving us our first regular legs Woody without dual molded legs, which looks pretty bad when he doesn't have boots. Like, come on. That's like a Marvel LEGO moment. And the Jessie minifigure is different from the Toy Story 4 version where her legs aren't dual molded either, but at least she has leg printing unlike Woody. Odd cost-saving measures there, but I'm glad people will at least be able to get these characters as they haven't been in LEGO sets for quite a bit. I mean, Woody did have the dual molded legs in the 2023 Disney Celebration train, so it's not like he's the super hard minifigure to get, where I still see that at Barnes & Noble. The design of this train is definitely a 4+ celebration train. Like, it's weird that they have that last set with Woody and then they have this set. I'm amazed this is our first Junior's Buzz's ship. And yeah, the 2010 version is goated over this. The only cool thing is that 2x4 printed tile. All of this feels very simplified. You know, it is a 4+ set for little babies. And the design of that RC vehicle is our second Juniors one. I prefer the Toy Story 4 version, even though the best version of RC is the 2010 version. This one looks weirdly chunky. I mean, the 2010 RC, that one had a better big one rocket. This one doesn't even attempt any printing. And there's also the Green Army Men. This time they use a sand green instead of a regular green like the Toy Story 4 RC set. $40 is pretty ridiculous for what's included, but at least this is like double the piece count and it feels like so much more of a value than that awful Marvel set that's a 4+ set for summer. If you told me I'd like the LEGO Super Mario sets more than the LEGO Sonic sets and Animal Crossing sets of this season, I wouldn't believe you. But dang, did LEGO deliver with this wave, where we got the greatest buildable figure from LEGO ever, LEGO Wario. I am a huge Wario fan. From Wario Land games to WarioWare games to maining him in Smash since Smash 4. I absolutely love the build for Wario. Somehow making this a brick-built character and not a creepy electronic figure works so much better for Wario compared to the creepy Mario. Plus, Wario is just a thicker boy, so it makes sense. I absolutely love what's seemingly a new nose piece for Wario. I love how they built the chin with the flat top, circular bottom, tile pieces. The build for Wario's car is the Bad Wagon, which is one of my favorite cars from Mario Kart, and they did an excellent job where it doesn't look as simplified as the carts that the other characters in this Mario Kart theme have. It's the most detailed in my opinion. And I always love that car because it reminds me of the car from Wario Land 4, which is my favorite Wario Land. Excellent job there with the pink colors and everything. And I love the Wario glider, which is the glider I always use in Mario Kart no matter the character. I'm loving how Wario's vehicle has double dash potential. That's pretty awesome. Though it's funny because this vehicle wasn't in double dash. But this is a $50 set apparently, so yeah, there's the aspect of King Boo, which I don't really care about. It's the same version from last summer, and this is one of the cars I don't give a crap about. Captain Toad's Camp is a great little diorama set that's rumored to be $15, which is an excellent price. It has a scene from the Captain Toad game or Super Mario 3D World. The design of Captain Toad is perfect, even though I think the only new piece is the print on the circular body piece. Interesting that they went back to using those Technic pin arms, as opposed to the minifigure like Minion arms from the Mario Kart line. I like the tent build, which is cute. I love the little scene going on here, which has that play feature of pulling the parts and making the bridge collapse, which is something that is one of my favorite play features of all time from LEGO, as the Temple of Gloom set is one of my most nostalgic LEGO sets. This was also used in LEGO Ninjago. The design of the turnip is a design I haven't gotten before because I didn't get that one previous set it was in, so I like the Super Mario Bros. 2 reference. Don't care about the Goomba, but yeah, the rest of the set makes for a great separate display piece that doesn't rely on the digital figures. This Bowser's Castle set is said to be $100. Having something based off of Super Mario Wonder was something I didn't have in my cards for 2025, but this is awesome. I think this makes for such a peculiar display piece. A lot of people won't get it, but I really like Mario Wonder, so having this weird, trippy Bowser head as a castle base is so interesting to me, and I love how that's built up. I love the purple poof of smoke at the bottom there. That's great. The design of the top of it with that strange swirly circle piece is awesome. Love the pattern printed on that piece. The little prison where you could put Prince Florian in is kind of adorable. Looks like there's some action tiles there. Prince Florian is such a weird character to have in LEGO, but I'm all for it. Love the build for him. The design of the big flower is cute too. Bowser Jr. in the Wonder version with the purple and blue color scheme is so cool, and I love the printed mask piece in black there. That's awesome. Don't care for Pink Yoshi, that's a common color, whatever. The other figures are cool. And it seems like there's a brick-built Blarg in here. Again, how the heck did Super Mario deliver so hard in summer 2025? There's some sets revealed that I won't buy, but I'll end up getting the minifigures one way or another. The Star Wars Advent Calendar is a case where I don't buy Star Wars anymore, but I absolutely need Lego Babu Frick. The design of this is like the cutest micro figure ever. I adore this little guy. I am no longer a Harry Potter fan. I don't buy Harry Potter anymore. Regardless, inflatable Aunt Marge, greatest minifigure of summer 2025, right? Not greatest buildable figure, but greatest minifigure. This is a new type of minifigure, balloon beach ball fig. The jokes write themselves. Lego, we said Dobby, not Dobson. Lego inflation has gotten out of hand. I didn't think it would get this bad. Behold, the first set for DeviantArt users. Okay, I'll stop with the bad jokes, but this figure is insane, and I hope to see more figures in this format. I've never bought a Lego Dream set in my life. This Nightmare Shark sub has some of the best minifigures I've seen of this summer. I love the drooly face with this visor here and then that torso print. The design of this person in a wheelchair has an amazing hair headset combo, and the wheelchair is awesome as well. I don't know what the heck this is, but that helmet is incredible. The design of the torso and the legs rules. This character straight up looks like somebody who goes to a furry convention. I freaking love the hair, hat, ear combo there. That is so adorable. The torso, legs, and face print rock too. Bricklink time, because I'm not buying this. Then we have new Animal Crossing sets, which, okay, I'm trying not to be negative with all this stuff. That's why I started with the cool one, but I don't know. This museum right here, these aren't on Lego.com yet. This is rumored to be $80. This looks so basic from the outside. Okay, to be fair, it's not the most elaborate exterior in the game either, but something about it just looks very juniorized, and I think that's like a problem I have with the Lego Animal Crossing theme in general. The interior is kind of cool, where you have these nice little displays, which include a completely new snail piece that looks awesome. And that folds up, so you can display it either with it folded out or with the whole part folded up like you see right there. You have an aquarium to the left as well. A design of a Triceratops fossil display, which is in that Animal Crossing style. That's kind of cute. It's on grass, as if your villager just put it outside the front, which, so many of us have done. We just get a coffee machine. There's no roost. Come on, where the heck is that? I guess the universe this is set in didn't get that expansion for their museum yet. And that's our first ever villager frog with Lily. That's a really cute headpiece. Blathers is perfect too. Of course, using the headpiece introduced earlier this year. Cool to see he has printing for feathers on his wrist and leg printing. I don't like how much of this set is just taken up with some random outside stuff. With this little design right here, we've gotten so many land designs like this. We've even gotten the orange tree before. Take that out, lower the price, or expand upon the build that's the main focus here, the unique part of this museum. It's frustrating. I was actually surprised to learn that the biggest set is this Creative House's Seasons of Fun set, because, we've gotten many houses from Animal Crossing even in this same wave. This is rumored to be $90. It's kind of odd to make that the biggest set. Maybe make the museum the biggest set and expand upon it. Whatever. These Animal Crossing buildings are so downsized anyways. Regardless, I love the villager selection here. We got Fuchsia. Fuchsia is like one of my favorite villagers. I was really close to her, and I believe New Horizons. Might have been No, I think it was New Horizons. And then Stitches is a beloved one, and then Fang looks awesome as well. I love the wolf head piece, which we have seen before earlier this year. The design of these two houses don't really stand out to me. I mean, okay, they're a little bit more detailed in terms of the design on the exterior than some of the houses from this theme. But yeah, I just feel like it's okay, more Animal Crossing houses. I always feel like these Animal Crossing houses still feel downsized and don't live up to their full potential. The interiors of these don't really have much that stands out to me. There's a little bit of a customizable creativity where you could take, this half of the house and put it on top of the other one. That's cute. And then there's a changing seasons feature where they have different builds for, say, a little winter tree, a spring tree, a fall tree. All of that's cute. In particular, I really like the snowman BB-8 body piece used there. That's great. But then we also get our first ever Lego pair pieces. That's incredible, and that's super useful. I also like how they have the bridge project in there. That's a cute little build. And the last of the 3 Animal Crossing sets is a set rumored to be only $23, Goldie's Cozy House. I actually think this is my favorite of the 3 because look, it doesn't try to be anything more. It's a simple house. It doesn't seem like it will be anything expensive. I mean, if it's rumored to be 23, it'll probably bump up to 26, which that's a fine price for everything that's included. I also think the distinct color scheme adds a lot. I like that almost clay looking coloring for the base and then having that red roof. It's a much more pleasant color than the other houses from this series, in my opinion. Also, I have a soft spot for Goldie. This is our first of the dog head right there that we're getting in any of these Animal Crossing sets. That piece is awesome. I wish we could get Cookie. Cookie is my favorite villager. However, Goldie was one of my favorite villagers in Wild World, so I do have attachment to this villager. Love her outfit. The very quaint cubicle nature gives me Fabuland vibes more than any of the other houses from this theme have. I love the simplicity to it. I also love that it gives a taste of the rare pieces from the bigger sets with the new snail piece, the new pear piece, and you don't have to spend too much money. I also love the interior in its simplicity with it just having a design of that bed and then a little piano, which is such a cute minuscule build. Yeah, this is a win for me. And while Lego cooked with those 3 sets for Mario, the other 3 I do not care about. This $30 Toad house, I guess, is my favorite of the 3 just because there's 2 interesting potential prints. With that record right there where the photos are too blurry, I can't really see what that's referencing of records from the Mario games, if it even is a reference, and then this little picture of Peach's castle. Now, since LEGO Mario uses stickers, it would be disappointing to see if these are stickers and not prints. Oh, and Green Toad with a licking face is kind of hilarious. The Mario starter set with standard cart is just another way to sell the Electronic Mario, even after last year had another reissue of Electronic Mario. But putting this with the cart is going to sell like hotcakes to new kids who are just getting into Lego Mario. So I get the money move there. It's interesting that seemingly this reward with the design of the mushroom in the middle is something that's exclusive to this set. But yeah, I don't think there's much else here. And yeah, that's the same standard cart build from the $20 set. I like that Lego included that, so we're not forced to buy this if we already have an electronic figure. The design of this Bowser's Castle set, yeah, there's 2 Bowser Castle sets in one wave, is very boring to me. It's a backdrop for a Mario Kart setup. Bowser's vehicle is so much lamer than the one that we got as that separate 3D world set. This is a Yoshi vehicle that I think I used a lot in Mario Kart DS, if I'm not mistaken. But it's nothing that comes to mind where I can't even recall if that is the specific one from Mario Kart DS. The design of the Bowser's Castle setup has nothing too interesting. That thwomp is the same one that's found in the Mario Kart starter set. Now this is rumored to be $100. Yeah, just like the Bowser's Castle Super Mario Wonder set from the same wave, which seems like it has so much more going on, seems like a much more interesting build. As for the rest of the Disney summer releases, well, the ones that were just revealed, we have Lucky and Penny, which is a $25 101 Dalmatians set. This has 268 pieces. I love this, and they do pull a Lion King where we have a cheaper version of Simba. The design of these two are watching Thunderbolt on TV. I love that. I hope that's a print. It's probably going to be a sticker. But these are cute and posable and translate into great builds despite the limited pieces. But if you want to go more elaborate, they have a huge buildable 101 Dalmatians puppy set, which is $150, 1,722 pieces. Again, like how there's a bigger Simba. Compared to the Kid Simba set, this design is so much more posable. I mean, look how you could switch the position of this, which works seemingly smoothly. That's awesome. This picture's hilarious. The design of this has easily swappable parts, so you can make different puppies from the movie. You could swap out the ears, you could swap out the collar. I think this is so detailed, and honestly, as much as I love that Simba set, I think this looks better, and again, it's even more posable. I really, really want this design, and I hope they keep doing this with the iconic animals from Disney animated films, releasing a smaller version and then a D2C. And I'm noticing that this summer wave is really critter based because we got Angel. This is a $65 Lilo and Stitch set. I'm so happy they're going to the SEU, the Stitch Extended Universe, because I grew up on the TV show and the sequels of the movie. So this plays to my nostalgia. Angel is freaking adorable. I hope we get a buildable Reuben set, sandwich and all. The design of Angel has a winky face, which is the only part I don't like about this, is that she's always fixed to have the wink going on. Hopefully we could have a swappable piece, but it does not seem like that's going to happen. I like this better than the Stitch set, where I didn't like how that one was stuck with the Hawaiian outfit. Angel has no outfit on. I love the hearts at the top. I love the butterfly inclusion. This is so freaking cute. Then we have a Lego Disney Princess Castle set, which I really don't care about the build for this, even though it's not terrible. It's just a bit too random and homemade, you know, like I would compare the Sonic sets being completely homemade, but you got elements from these Disney Princess movies. But there's one thing that's great about this set, which is the inclusion of Mushu. That's the first ever Mushu we're getting in a Lego piece form. That's an exclusive piece, and that looks fantastic. That's something you could put with Lego minifigure Mulan. So I really, really need that piece. This is going to be $130 with 787 pieces, which is ridiculously overpriced. Now, we already touched on the Kakamora, hope I said that right, Moana 2 set releasing June 1st for $100, which has our first Maui Big Fig since the first movie came out. I have nothing to say about this miniature Arendelle Castle Lego Frozen set, which is a ridiculous $50 for everything that's included, and looking at the priest count, I mean, this looks like it's the size, if not smaller, than that Drreamzzz Village set, which was like a giveaway promo. But they also sold it on its own for $30. Why is this $50? Then there's a Lego Disney Princess Advent Calendar, the second one. This time, though, it's based around Frozen. And this is going to be $45, which is overpriced compared to, you know, the $30 Lego City Advent Calendar. But this time around, the design of this has one piece I really like. That's the hair hat combo we've been seeing in so many summer sets. Had it in Jaws last year, except we have a light tan coloring instead of the dark tan piece. So that's exclusive to this set as far as I know. Kind of interesting they put that in here. But yeah, that makes this a little bit more interesting. Don't have anything else to say about this advent calendar though. And then there's one more set, which is such a random release. It's Minnie's Pet Care. Yeah, I thought the Mickey and Friends theme ended, but no, here's another Minnie and Daisy minifigure set. There's no other sets with those characters in this release. The design of both seemingly have new outfits, just slightly new from previous versions, which are both very slight remakes of their appearances from Lego Disney Minifigure Series 1 from 2016. I guess the lines are a little bit less clear this time around. I like the skirt with the paw prints on Minnie, so I really do like that. The build here is whatever, but I'm glad that we're still getting minifigure Mickey Mouse sets like this. Besides Babu, we have a new Plo Koon. I'm shocked it's been more than 10 years since we got this character, and you can see the change in the headpiece. This one seemingly using a hard plastic instead of that softer kind of rubber design. Like that it's not in an expensive set, but this should be $10. I don't know when Microfires became 15. There's a Darth Maul mech, which is $18. Oh my gosh, not even the Marvel mechs are this expensive. And those have 2 minifigures. Yeesh. This has a cheaper way to get last year's Darth Maul figure. Speaking of which, bunch of cool minifigures, cute little build. Nice $10 set, nice $15 set. Nope, 23 bucks. I get it. One minifigure pack is $5. You get 4 minifigs, yada yada. Whatever. I remember when battle packs used to be cheap. Do you remember? It's an ongoing tired topic though. Actually, a few days later, LEGO revealed the Battle Droid with Stap, which will release July 1st, and it will retail for $140 with 1,088 pieces. I actually think this is a very solid brick build. I mean, I don't have too much to add, but yeah, this came out pretty cool. I think it even looks better than the Technic one from back in the day, which is the only other big buildable Battle Droid I could think of. So we're back to Harry Potter. These are the best sets in this whole video. Too bad I don't buy Harry Potter anymore. I really do not like the franchise. I used to love it. Now I don't. I love this minifigure right here. This is something I will be buying, just the figure alone. But we already talked about that. I love the rest of the set. I mean, this design folds up into like a classic 90s house, giving me Simpsons house vibe, which is one of my favorite Lego sets. This design could also be folded open, and there's so many fun details inside. I love how there's like a Mortal Kombat ripoff and a classic computer right there. The sticker piece replicating the classic dial-up connection screen, which is nostalgic to me. I've said that word so many times in this video, haven't I? Harry Potter has like the most detailed minifigures where characters with like the smallest differences will have them illustrated. I mean, look at the bib on Dudley in this set. I mean, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, great set. $100 for quality Quidditch supplies, which this should be 80 bucks, but it has 795 pieces. I mean, it reminds me of that Hogsmeade set, which was definitely like, I think somewhere between 60 and 80. Love that set. Love this set. Gives me vibes of the OG quality Quidditch set, which is very nostalgic to me. We read it on the channel. Once again, the minifigure slap. Ugh, so many casual torsos and everything there. Maybe I'll bricklink some of the torsos. The 2 buildings look great from the exterior. I mean, sure, they're not Diagon Alley base plated, but they are designs that have, you know, enough detailing, enough space for that price that it makes sense. I like the interiors of both. Those are great. And then there's this insane wide release retail set, 260 bucks. This is not a D2C. It's the Hogwarts main tower. This is huge. This is beautiful from the exterior. It's gorgeous and detailed in the interior. Oh my gosh. I mean, they have different scenes. You got the chest scene, the Winged Keys scene. You even have Fluffy, but it's better than the 2021 Fluffy. Like, seeing this release in the update here in the build with some interesting pieces at the base there, because this isn't like brick built like the original one. Even the head pieces are different here. But yeah, seeing that compared to the 2021 makes the 2021 look like it's a 2010 set. It's insane how much this improved. I also love the staircases. This is so beautiful. Apparently this is a character from like the mobile game Hogwarts Mystery, but he doesn't look like how he did there. I don't know if that takes place in the future or something. They went back to the gray roofs, which I didn't even catch, but that was like last year. So yeah, gorgeous sets. What else is there? There's the book nook, which actually I don't like this set. It's weird because it's more of like a book end where you have those two halves of the Hogwarts platform, 9 3/4, you know, Hogwarts Express. But yeah, I got so many Hogwarts Expresses. I'm sick of that. But it's just weird how when you make this into a book nook, you have the train on both sides. I mean, am I overthinking that? That looks strange to me. Once again, it seems like Ron Weasley has like a new torso or something there. But yeah, this is something that is a little bit overpriced too at $100. I feel like compared to the Sherlock Holmes book nook, this is like something that looks under detailed and undersized. I don't know. There's a new Monsters Book of Monsters, which if you remember, there was like a giveaway promo one. This one's more elaborate, it's bigger, but it seemingly has the same play feature where it chomps as it moves. It uses a pullback motor, which is always nice to get one of those. This being a $60 set with 518 pieces, I mean, I don't know, this should have been like 40 to 45, being that brick-built design. I think they did a good job though, and it does look more elaborate and more detailed with all those creepy ridges and everything. I mean, they did the best they can because the original version has so much fuzz in the movie and everything. So I get what they were doing here, and I appreciate the build. Fox has a buildable figure, which is $23 for 300 pieces, 299 specifically. Yeah, this is a good deal, but I think this looks bad. I don't know. I like the other buildable Fox better. This design just looks a little bit too simplified. I thought the sorting hat was like a turd or something like that, but I do like the little baby fox there. The herbology set should be 40 bucks. It's 50 bucks, but man, is this detailed. I mean, I like the interior a lot. I love what's going on with this piece right here. I don't know if that one's new to the set because, again, I don't really look at the Harry Potter sets as detailed as I am right now. This piece is crazy with all the bubbling. I don't know if it's exclusive to this set, but I love that. I also love how one of the plants uses the skirt piece in a peculiar studs on top technique build. The design of the mandrakes is new, where we have a little baby-like piece. That's awesome. And yeah, this has that clamshell design where you could close it up, but it does feel overpriced. We have a buildable Thestral set. This feels super overpriced at $70, and I would skip this even if I was still into Harry Potter. I like the minifigure stuff anyways. I don't really like the buildable stuff from Harry Potter except those, what is it, Hedwig and the fox with the flapping wings. Those were like the only ones that really ever appealed to me. Then there's a Harry Potter Advent Calendar, which of course Harry Potter gets so much attention with this Advent Calendar where they get loads of new torsos, even compared to the Advent Calendars in this year, where each of them get like a different sweater design. No joke, I thought this was Holly. Okay, did we do it? Did we get through Harry Potter? There you go. I love when LEGO does this, but there's just a one-off licensed release that isn't a D2C or anything. It's a wide release Wednesday set. 28 bucks, the Black Dahlia flower. This is my LEGO Harry Potter. I mean, it has so many vibes with this set. The design of this gives me vibes of that 2003 LEGO Harry Potter set, I think it was. The other one, not Quality Quidditch Supplies. Nocturnally, that's it. This has a plant build, which I don't care about the plant. I know people love LEGO botanicals, so this will appeal to them. But I love this little classroom build, which opens up. Again, giving me vibes of the herbology class. It has a lot of plants and everything. But there's two things I love about this. First off, we get the casual Wednesday finally. But are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those like a new platform part for shoes? I might be tripping there. I don't know, but that looks awesome. I would love to see that on minifigures. That's like the goth attire for mini dolls. It's crazy. I also love that this gives us LEGO Christina Ricci. You know, I guess we're getting LEGO Buffalo 66. Okay, that was a bad one. I mean, I thought it was super fun how the show had her as a supporting character because, you know, she was an iteration of Wednesday herself. All that's great. Fantastic price where it's 28 bucks for 358 pieces, 2 minifigures. LEGO nailed it with this one. So it's been like 2 or 3 years since I expressed my thoughts on Ninjago because I just don't buy it anymore. I was never into the show, but I always respected the sets. I used to love the sets when they were smaller waves, and it felt more unique to get mechs and dragons. But I feel like we've gotten so many mechs and dragons from other LEGO themes and big chunky vehicles that I don't have any inclination to buy these. I respect them, especially what they're doing with this summer wave, because now they have a new Ninjago series called Legends, which will be 2D animated. The trailer looked pretty beautiful, and they're picking up, I guess, where Monkey Kid left off, since that's apparently ending. Like the animation there, and it will be a little bit more mature, they say, but I think like for older kids or teenagers, not like for adults, but you know, the Ninjago community is filled with people of all ages. So we got 2 sets from there, which one of them is a $120 set, the Fire Knight mech. This looks beautiful on the box. This is one of the best boxes LEGO has put out. It says illustrated cover art treatment. So it's not a one-to-one photo of the set, but it's a great illustration of the set. Not in a convoluted way like LEGO Hidden Side, but in a way that exemplifies what you get with the set. So I love that front cover art. The build itself, again, I'm sick of mechs and dragons. It's one of the best mechs of the year, but I have no interest in buying this as I'm not attached to the property. If I'm going to buy a mech, it's going to be because I'm attached to the property at this point, since I have so many. I'm just tired of that theme. I wish that set was $100, but it's $120. But what's a better price set is the other Ninjago Legend set. Unfortunately, there's only 2, and they're both very expensive, which is the Guardian Dragon. This is $150. Gorgeous dragon design. I have no interest in buying it, but gorgeous, and I respect it. And yeah, 1,650 pieces. That's great. I'm also not digging how little minifigures these have for such hefty prices. Not really on to the minifigures of these 2. I mean, the big set has 1 minifigure, simple looking Woo, and then the smaller set, quote unquote, has a Kai and a random person, it looks like. So yeah, respect those sets, love what Ninjago is doing there, even if I won't be buying them. There's a new Destiny's Bounty, which looks cool. I have my favorite Destiny Bounty, which still is at top, which is the Ninjago movie one. This design has some cool minifigures. I love what's going on with this person's helmet. That just looks awesome. But yeah, beautiful build. I've gotten enough bounties, and I got the best bounty, so I'm fine. Then we have Lloyd's Transforming Mech with 1,112 pieces for $110. This is actually a different looking mech, and that's because it does transform. I actually like that core build of the mech, where it looks even more different than, say, the Fire Knight mech, though I think that's a more beautiful set. Don't have too much else to say. Cool transformation feature, but yeah, the minifigures have that cool dragon skull piece, which is like a visor attachment or something. I'm loving that. There's this set, which is the Ninjago Combat Vehicle, which is $100 for 561 pieces. Talk about overpriced. I mean, this looks like something that would have been 60 bucks. I just like this person right here, which looks like a bootleg Michelangelo. I want that piece so bad. I don't know. I love that. Yeah, I don't care about the build of that at all. I don't even appreciate the build there. Rogue's Mech Dragon Rider, $75 for 584 pieces. Yeah, I could tell that's also very overpriced. Don't have anything to add here except pretty cool looking dragon. I like the color scheme. The Rontu Master Dragon. I do love me some purple. Lots of dragons, right? I mean, it's called Dragons Rising for a reason. 50 bucks for 381 pieces. I do like a purple dragon, not gonna lie. And you get Cage Face Guy, even cheaper. But yeah, I am going to skip this one still. I mean, if that was like a $40 set, I might even consider it. There's Aaron Spinjitzu Battle Mech. There's the mechs. Yeah, I have no interest in this one. And it's 23 bucks. That's not terrible. I do like that new color scheme for the ghost legs. I always love that piece. And honestly, I'm just noticing the katana and clear is actually pretty dope. Kai's Motorcycle Race. I like that there's 2 cool minifigures in this cheap set. I mean, look, there's so many overpriced LEGO sets. Again, Star Wars, I don't know why that's 23 bucks. This is good at $10. Not gonna buy it though, but still good at $10. But there's an even cheaper one, which is this poly bag, also with 2 cool minifigures. I like what's going on there. Hopefully I could find this and I'd pick it up. And then a 4+ set for 23 bucks, which has 111 pieces and 3 minifigures. Hey, again, 4+ sets are so overpriced. I'm glad they managed to make this one decently priced at 23 bucks. I'm not into Minecraft anymore, but I really appreciate them doing an advent calendar. It's a nice change up to the advent calendars that we get each year. Sorry, Lego Marvel. The design of this actually has quite a cool torso print for both of Alex and Steve. I like that, and that's something that you could use in a regular setting. I just wish that one for Alex didn't have her hair. Maybe that could have been on Steve. But yeah, I could see those on like sig figs or even just casual people in a Lego City setup with a pop culture t-shirt. I also like the choir piece right there, which is seemingly a 1x2. I don't have much else to say about the other sets. The one I would have the most to say about is the Creeper, which is a really fun build at $50. I love how they got that texture design going on there. And the Pig Creeper is pretty funny. That goes into the head of the Creeper. The other stuff includes the TNT Jungle House at $30. The Warden Encounter at $23. There's the $55 Pickaxe Mine. There's the Pillager Outpost and Ravager at $80. And the Enderman Tower at a whopping $110. I absolutely love how this minifigure references Nick Bluetooth. Yeah, they made a Minecraft skin of Nick Bluetooth and slyly put it in this set. If you don't know who Nick Bluetooth is, he's like the main character of the failed but very memed on Lego theme Galador. I'm probably going to need to get that minifigure on its own too. Maybe I should put that in the beginning of the video. All cool builds if you're a Minecraft person, but again, that's not my thing. If they did have more Minecraft movie sets, as much as I couldn't stand that movie, I would probably end up buying them because I love weird licensed tie-ins, and I did quite enjoy those sets. And then we're back to Lego Drreamzzz. Look, Lego Drreamzzz is something where I got all the first sets because I was sent them by Lego. Started building them, and I don't know, I got overwhelmed or something with them, and I've never really gotten into the theme since, even though it has so much I like from Lego, which is an original theme, amazing characters. But yeah, it's kind of sad that I just lost all interest in this. I never even checked out the TV show. So I've skipped a few waves of Lego Drreamzzz, basically everything but the first wave. We covered the minifigures that really stood out in this set already. But yeah, the Nightmare Shark Submarine at $140 is a great price for that. This is a very substantial, large build. And I also like the alternate build, which is a Hammerhead variant. That's really cool. I have nothing else to add. I mean, if I have to describe these builds, impressive but overstimulating. That's what it does to me. This design right here is the spray paint truck, which I guess the character really likes to spray paint things. It's a very strange and different build. I do not like the colors of this with the red and that lime shades. Ugh. I do like the main guy's specific cloak here, which looks really cool with the translucent green going on there. Both of these figs rule as well. I love the neon hair piece to the right, and I love that dress piece to the left. Zoe's Time Owl, which I remember they did this owl before and they're doing it again. And yeah, this is going to be a total of $30 for 359 pieces. Good prices for these, but I have no interest in this build. I actually was sent the first wave of 2024 for Drreamzzz, now that I remember it, because I had this set and a couple of the others. And there's Mateo vs. Cyberbrain Mech. This is 368 pieces for $30. Great price once again. Don't care about the mech going on there. Reminds me of that one from the first wave. And then there's this Fire Chameleon, which is $50 for 443 pieces. So not a great price for piece ratio, but yeah, this looks like a $50 set. This green puff of smoke kind of, or slime or whatever, that's a cool piece, very weird. This is actually not a bad build. It is so strange, like a big buildable chameleon, but I like the pattern going on there with those round corner pieces. Yeah, I don't know. Out of all of these, this is like the most interesting of the builds for some reason. New LEGO Speed Champion sets were revealed, which drop August 1st in the US, June 1st for a lot of the rest of the world. These are actually pretty cool builds, even if I'm probably not going to end up buying any of them. This Lamborghini set is $50, which is a good price for what's included. The design of the orange one, I really love the shaping of the front and how triangular they managed to get that. The blue one isn't really into my tastes. The design of this Porsche is a $27 set, and I like how they did the windscreen piece. This Bugatti set is also $27. I don't mind paying $27 for any of these Speed Champions vehicles. I think they're very detailed and have a nice amount of pieces as well and feel like they're worth the value. I don't really have any attachment to this one in particular. But I do really like this Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Sports. First off, it's crazy to see a Lego set that is an 18 plus. Heck, I can't even think of 18 plus Lego sets that have the name Hell in its title. That's something, if I saw that as a kid, I'd be like, what the heck? But I think that word has been used in so much media that even is aimed towards kids. It's not a problem nowadays, but that used to be like a swear word. Regardless, the design for this Dodge Challenger has a really cool boxy look. I like how the front looks especially, and I like the lime coloring. I love the Minifigures exclusive torso too. There's also a Technic Too Fast Too Furious set. Yeah, there's been 2 Technic Too Fast Too Furious sets this year. We're now getting another one for the summer, which releases June 1st. It's $140. This is the Nissan Skyline, which of course we got a Speed Champion set of, which I love that set. I don't have much to say about the design of this. I like the function and everything. I'm just not a Technic person. But keep giving me more Fast and Furious sets. I don't care about the movies, but I love getting movie vehicles and things like that. I mean, there's another June 1st release for Speed Champions of that Too Fast and Too Furious set, which is awesome, but we covered that in another video. I can't wait to get my hands on that. And the last one is Lego Friends. I'm sorry to do this, but we're just gonna have to do the 3 that I really like. Each summer there's a Lego Friends set that is amazing, and I think everybody generally loves it. And I think this year will be the comic book and game shop. I love this idea, and I think the execution is great. The design of this is a 2-story building where at the top floor you have a gaming section where you have these gaming PCs. I like the consoles to the side, or I guess those would be like the PCs themselves. That's all cool. And then you also have this arcade machine. There's a corner for actual board games. I like the seats as well. The bottom floor, I guess, would be the comic section, but they do have that removable comic bin. The comic bin has a bunch of different comics, which are the book cover piece. Unfortunately, stickered up. You know, it would be cool to get those as prints, but I understand. And I like the different comic book cover designs going on there. There's like a Fox Girl manga. I also love the different outfits the characters get. There's an outfit that's kind of like an elf warrior. There's another one that has a classic space reference. There's another one that's a superhero. One has new printing for that CMF robot. And this is totally a box for the Galactic Enforcer Space Police 3 set, right? I mean, that set is something that's super nostalgic to me. And there's also another instance of the Hylian shield with a new printing. That's super cool. And I love getting more of those Squashmallow pieces. Keep giving me those, Lego. That other building is completely disposable, and I kind of wish they just focused more on expanding the game shop and comic shop, because I do feel these feel a bit too cramped. You know, I wish there was a little bit more space, but yeah, it looks great from the exterior. I love the artwork in the wall. Yeah, so this one isn't on Lego Shop at Home, so we don't know if it's going to be $90 like the rumored price is. The vending machine, which has a bunch of printed 1x1 circular tiles, is cute. Is it like a Pog dispenser or something? Then there's this costume party set for $40, which is very strange in a cool way to me. I love how we're getting so many costumes for these Friends characters. I love the Bumblebee costume right there. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, it reminds me a bit of the Justice League party. And then there's the $15 Friendship Movie Night set. Again, that's the rumored price. The design of this is awesome, and I might actually end up buying this one because it's so cheap, and I love movie stuff. This gives me vibes of that Disney 100 promo set where they have the projector set up where you can project an image on a clear panel piece. That's super cool. It seems like there's an elf movie going on there. And yeah, there's a popcorn machine, some comfy chairs, even a little comic book referencing the bigger set. So all of this is awesome. Light brick at such a cheap set is cool too. Whew. Okay, that was a lot of sets. I guess the final rounded up or even rounded down count will be in the title or something. Let me know which are your favorites from all of these drops. Which is the best theme as well. As I said, unfortunately, Harry Potter has the best builds. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, there you go. For me personally, I can't believe I'm saying it, but the Mario summer sets out of all these sets I covered in this video were my favorites. But I did do a video for Marvel. I did do a video for Sonic, and I did do a video for City Creator as well. All of which were supposed to be in this video originally, but I'm like, you know what? Let me split all those up, and they live on their own. So you can check those out. just click that playlist of reveals for summer 2025. Subscribe here for more of the latest LEGO news, commentary, and my honest LEGO takes and lists. I'll see you later. Subscribing, liking, and commenting helps so much. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Bye.